Transgender golfer Hailey Davidson agrees men have physical advantages over women, but points to one difference. The NXXT announced measures it's taking amid backlash over Davidson's win. Transgender golfer Hailey Davidson attempted to contrast the difference between her competing against other women in tournaments with trans competitors who may have just transitioned. Davidson appeared on Good Morning Britain, and Noel Phillips asked her about studies that say it's an undisputed fact men are physically stronger than women and point to Davidson as having an advantage against biological females in golf. Davidson won the NXXT Women's Classic last week. Davidson, who reportedly began hormone therapy treatments in 2015 and underwent gender reassignment surgery in 2021, said she would agree if that was 5 years ago, but acknowledged that it would have been clearly unfair. My whole philosophy behind all of this is I don't believe trans people should be banned from sports, but I do believe there needs to be guidelines in effect, Davidson said. Going back even 4 years ago, or even before I had surgery, I definitely had an advantage. I would 100% agree with that. But the difference is now that years have gone on, 3 years after surgery, my physical capabilities now compared to back then are night and day. So again, honestly, I 100% agree that men do have advantages. Say you get a trans person on hormones for a year or no surgery. Nothing, of course. For the most part, yeah, they're gonna have an advantage. Davidson said she was worried about her safety but wasn't bothered by what's being said on social media. She also disagreed with the criticism that she's destroying golf. Davidson's comments came as NXXT Golf CEO Stuart McKinnon, who leads the tour where Davidson has found success, defended the organization's transgender inclusion policies, saying they were formed in alignment with the LPGA and the United States Golf Association. McKinnon acknowledged the views on whether it is fair for Davidson to compete against biological females, adding the league will poll its players on transgender inclusion policies and ask Davidson to undergo additional testosterone testing to ensure compliance with the appropriate guidelines. We understand that this topic evokes strong feelings and diverse viewpoints, McKinnon said. We encourage constructive dialogue and respect for all athletes who strive to compete at the highest levels of their sport. We are committed to upholding the highest standards of the sport, supporting our players' aspirations, and fostering a respectful and inclusive atmosphere that embraces innovative changes. We appreciate the passion and commitment of our golfing community and remain dedicated to providing a platform that upholds the integrity of women's professional golf. We want to assure the public and all stakeholders that we are dedicated to transparency and thoroughness in addressing this matter. As we continue to gather and analyze more information, we commit to providing further updates when they become available and relevant. Our focus remains steadfast on diligently working to ensure the most accurate and up-to-date information is shared. Davidson won the NXXT Women's Classic in a playoff, and she wrote on Instagram the win put her in first place in the race to earn an Epson Tour exemption. The Epson Tour is the developmental tour of the LPGA Tour. The top 10 players of the Epson Tour graduate to the LPGA Tour. It's always interesting how no one gets angry until there is any form of success, Davidson wrote in an Instagram post on Sunday. While this win was amazing, unlike every article is saying, I am so incredibly far from the LPGA Tour with a lot of work to be done to possibly earn my way there one day. I will never allow hate to win, especially when based in some misinformation.